Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogboat333, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserredux as the Afghan Ottoman Empire. Now, in the last video, we took out the pretender Ottoman Empire and established our own Ottoman Empire, but this time with Afghans. So it's going to be far more potentially politically unstable. I don't know. We have control now. That's all that matters. And now, well, we're kind of at the home stretch, and there's not too much more to do from here. I mean, I don't really want to fight against Reichspacht. Though I could do a little bit of trickery. Potentially. First, we'll go down this. Well, let's do this next one. Forging separate bond, get this last major focus done. And then I have some workarounds we could potentially do. Anyway, let's forge an inseparable bond. It was not only the Ottomans or the Afghan, but the combined efforts of both nations to restore the Sultan to its rightful place. As the two armies marched side by side, the divisions between the two nations had slowly begun to fade. The bond between the Turks and Afghans is now inseparable. May the ascendant Afghan Ottoman Empire last for 1,000 years. Yeah, why not? But yeah, Willie's dead. That's a little unfortunate. I might... Hold on. I'm not gonna fight. At least not now. But I will just go ahead and welcome with open arms the Syrians as they revolted against the infidels. We're keeping Lebanon. Why would we? Oh, do we not have core in Lebanon? Really? Out of all these... Go fucking figure. We don't get Lebanon. We don't get a core in Lebanon, but we get a core in all the rest of this. I mean, granted, looking at Lebanon and its state right now, I don't know if anyone would want to govern it, but still, you know. I don't know. It might be. I don't know if the situation in Lebanon. So I don't want to say it's Lebanon's. It's not Lebanon's fault, or that it is, when I don't know. It's a mess over there for sure. No one can refute that. And it's unfortunate. It really is. Lebanon seems like a beautiful country. I don't know that for certain. But I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to say anything accidentally offensive. I might have verged onto that route accidentally. So Lebanon's not going through it's going through it right now. It's having a rough go of it. It has been for a while. And it deserves better. It absolutely does. And I don't know if it's Western fault or Cold War politics or just a mixture of all that, or local issues, or a mixture of all those problems. I don't know. After a long period of exile and close cooperation, glad this popped out so I could just get my way out of this. After a long period of exile and close cooperation, and now reinstated Ottoman government and the government of Afghanistan have become true allies with inseparable bonds and unshakable faith in one another's ability to see our united ambition through to their successful and inevitable end. United purpose, faith, and diplomatic outlook, may Afghanistan and the reborn Ottoman Empire reign together for 1,000 years or more. For together we are unstoppable. Together under Allah we shall weather any storm. Blessed be. Is there like a... It's weird. Didn't realize... all of these have da-da-da or, you know, the respective path or off-dem as their options, which is strange to me. There you go. We get to the final Balkan War. I think we'll work on seizing the Caucasus. I think our final boss we will have be Russia. And I'll do a little bit of bypassing to... Well, what I'll probably do is this. I might just kick Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan out of the faction, the Russian faction, fight them separately. And then I'll work my way up. Don Kuban I can take on by my own. And then our final boss of the series will just be against Russia. So let's start with scaling Caucasus first. The indomitable mountains of Caucasus have been long an important region for the Sublime Porte. This diverse mountain range is home to both our close allies in Azerbaijan and our historic foes in Armenia and Georgia. Campaign in this region may seem daunting, but beyond the mountains lies vast depots of oil and largest exporters of grain in Europe. Oh, that's annoying. We can't... Aren't they all part of the same faction? They are. For now. Hold on. How do I have them leave a faction again? Despite... Well, let me pull this like this. Despite the favor that Allah showed me in the past, if you get it, you get it. I don't know how he can the ways he can bless me always. So is there a way I can just mantle faction myself? Remove him from a faction. It does not look like I can. Which is annoying. We'll be okay, I think. I mean, we'll survive. We do need to train up a little bit more in the way of manpower and troops. In fact, I want to see if now I can get engineer companies, which is lovely. Well, okay, it's not. Well, that's a 20 width, right? And that's... I might just console annex these guys. And then invade Don and Kuban on my own, because I should be able to do that, no problem. And then... yeah, we'll just take it to Russia from there. I mean, there's also the question of the Dominion. Which actually... I've been focused so much on the Ottoman half of this that I forgot the Afghan part of this, or rather the Mughal part of this, I suppose. Let's just declare a new Hindustani empire. Still have some time. Let's have some fun. Victory. Why shall we confine ourselves to a backward tribal kingdom when we have the potential to lead our nation to greatness? We shall replicate the glory of the Mughal emperors through a conquest of Hindustan. Onwards to Delhi we march. Now, am I able... I have a very brief front line. And the supply is realistically going to be dog shit once we get through there. But... if we can bypass it... oh no, not the commune embargoing us. Anyway. Can we only start attacking the Dominion? I don't want to go to war with the Entente, though. It's going relatively well for them, too. Yeah, they're... I mean, they're invading the fucking... they're doing a naval invasion of Finland. They're doing fine. Okay, I vaguely remember, and I'm probably going to save before I continue at all, and if this doesn't work out, I might just reload the save, or do some console trickery, or just do something to get these guys out of the faction. But if I remember, I want to say that if you take over Delhi, there's something that'll kick these guys out of faction and just end the war right there. That might just be unique to the Indian tags, I'm not sure. Meanwhile, we read this before. Like, worst case scenario, I mean... we might have to worry about fucking Australia, but... I don't know if I'm worried about Australia. South Africa in the faction, they are, actually. That might be a little... annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna save the game here. And see if this will be enough. Maybe I should be rooting for the Cindies now. Who's winning in America? The Union State? Question mark. Well, if they go after Eddie, that'll be fine. Old Hubert Natpop Long. Huey Long's a national populist now. Maybe he always was, and he just feels comfortable now being outed as such. And it's Kaiserreich. I was blinking for a second what it was changed from, but it's Kaiserreich. I don't think I have a strong opinion on that. Like, I see both sides of the argument for keep turning into Natpop and not having him be Natpop. Alright, I was going to attack these guys. Back for round 2. Yeah, I see both cases. My ultimate verdict is, like, it's something I don't really care about. Like, the only, like, big, like, I don't think I've ever gotten upset at Kaiserreich change. I might be forgetting it right now because it hasn't lingered in my mind, but I don't know. Usually I think the mod teams usually know what best to do. Let's look west, I guess. It was 1919 when we joined forces with victorious Central Powers and liberate our nation from the clutches of the British Empire. As we set out to expand Afghanistan's role on the world stage, We'll look west, towards the west, and meet with our old allies in Berlin and Constantinople. By strengthening our bond with our historical allies, we can greatly expand our nation's global influence. That's one way to do it. I mean, we are Constantinople. So that's a little funny to say that, but I think I know what they mean. Okay, so we need an army on Bulgaria's border, which we'll train up and get. We'll train up and get these guys to take out Don Kuban, so we'll have an army here. Then we'll need an army for here, as well as some holdouts, like, I guess, here, maybe. Just to potentially prevent a huge blowout. I'm hoping if we can take Delhi and capitulate them, that'll be it. I'm not naive enough to think that's going to be it. Venice joined the Belgrade Pact. That's funny. For Barcelona. Only want to send us planes, sure. And why not? Back for round 2, bitches. And this time with a vengeance. We're not just stopping for Delhi. Okay, so we need to capitulate France. Mubarak. Look west, young man. Let's create a lasting friendship. Why not? It's through the tacit support of the German Empire that we were able to free ourselves from the clutches of the British Empire and liberate our brethren across the Durand Line. In the years following, Germany has continued to be a valuable partner to the Afghan people, supporting us with the extension of the Hentig-Niedermeyer mission and coming to our aid once again during the Fourth Anglo-Afghan War. By encouraging cooperation between both nations, we will strengthen the unique friendship between the Germans and Afghan peoples. And that's supposed to be time. Let me see if I can take the Dominion out real quick before we end the video. And we're almost there. Not quite yet. Well, there we go. I think with that, I gotta leave it there, friends. But thank you so much for watching. Like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this content in the future, the sub button for uploads weekdays as well as occasionally Saturdays. I think you all know the deal by now. My name is Mr. Dogbot333. I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.